Howdy, all you delicious people! I'm here today to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Madness. Here's my entering of laughter going into here. Immediately, I was thinking of something as I was starting to play this video. I don't know why it connected into my brain, but it did. So, honestly, here's my thing. Because I have talked probably repetitiously lately about people falling downstairs as if it's a funny thing. Here's my thing. In movies, when people fall downstairs, are they pretty silent? Or are they like asking for help? Are they. I think most of the time they have the first initial fall, but then anything after that is probably silent, right? You would think at like some point if they didn't like crack open their skull going down the stairs, you would think they would have been like, "Help! I'm continually following downstairs." You never know. Someone could fall down the stairs and ultimately just be like, "Well, this sucks. I regret things. Somebody turned my oven off." I don't know. People could get concerned about that thing, right? Those things, right? I don't know. I was just like that just popped in there as just falling down the stairs and just like, do you say anything? No. Man, you know how like in those old movies you would have these like really long winding like circular stairs where like when somebody fell down the very first top of it, they would just like going round and round and round until the very end. Like really good bit. I like those where it's like the winding stairs, but I think also you could abide that to just be that they really didn't have anything left to do in the movie, so it's like, well, how about this can eat just like 10 minutes of time, or maybe it was like a comedic bit for something to just like go, yeah, this person is definitely dead, and then they would like wake right back up and be fine. Kind of like the whole like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing, where ultimately you have uh Willy Wonka like seemingly falling over, but then he falls into a role. Which I wonder if Gene Wilder actually did that, or was there a stunt double, or I'm sure he probably did it, right? You would think. Probably been planning that all day. Like, I'm gonna look like I fall, then I'm gonna do a roll. Cause it'll look cool. All the kids will be like, yeah, that Willy Wonka guy, he's really, really cool. Until eventually they get into that boat where he's like, oh my god, everything's rowing. Everything's showing and rowing and going. And then the kids are like, what the is going on? I'm watching some homemade movies and this is weird. Yeah, Violet who's turning violet. Maybe she's turning violent. I'm gonna roll and kill everybody. I'm gonna flatten all these Oompa Loompas. I hate them. I don't like the Oompa Loompas. They're looking at me. They're orange. They're really severely orange. Kind of like I was like decades ago, whereas I'd actually like, I wouldn't tan, I would just burn. Because I was Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy. I would just burn. Cinder of burn. That's what I did. Is just I think ultimately that's where my body became out of balance because it's like, hey man, like whatever happened to you like putting going outside and just tanning away? Yeah, no. My skin would just like if you're seeing me itch now, believe me, like when going into that, like I would just be all the time just scratching and itching and itching and scratching. as if it was going out of style because I don't know, it was just that's the thing. Like, well, what about Simblock? Yeah, sunblock. Yeah, then I wouldn't tan. So what's the purpose? Like to me, it was just like either burn or just I don't know. It was probably just like, well, yeah, but you could have just got some sun, man. You could have just got some. Yeah, but I don't even know if you would get like, would you? I don't know if you would actually get vitamin D by wearing sunblock outside, because that's the thing that I was like really low of at one point, and like I take like daily stuff for now, where it's like I'll take it and like yeah, like every once in a while I'll get like a little back kind of like but yeah, that's just like well that's the thing when you kind of like take those and then it's like oh wow my back feels good today, oh great, cool. Not saying that yeah, you should go and check out your back, you should get a chiropractor to just crack that bad boy. That's the thing. You gotta get people that like that that crack open your back like a wall. You got a Bane break everybody. First I saw the light, and I was annoyed by it. I was so annoyed by the light, because I had been living in darkness my whole entire life, until when I saw the light, then I was effing annoyed with it. Believe me, it happened. I'm on the Harley Quinn show. Yeah, I know. I am. Bane. He has a name, and it's not in vain that you have to say Bane. I don't know how that song goes, but somebody made like a Bane song, and it's freaking weird. Bane, that's the name. I'm not Tom Hardy. I'm someone else saying some stuff. God, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna beat this level? How am I gonna look at Krang again and just be like, "Hey Jelly, hey Jello over there, just wobble around, just." Yeah, that's what he sounds like. I'm wobbling like jelly. Yeah, that's who he is. He's a jelly wobbler. Man, you should have had a plush of that guy or what was yeah, plushes? Plushes are the little the stuffed things of plushes. Yeah, I think at some point God, that's gonna be a thing that after years people are gonna be like, what the heck is a plush? Like to me, I think I went from I collected normal regular bobbleheads until they stopped doing those. And every once in a while, you'll find like a really cool, interesting bobblehead, like a like something from a movie or like Avengers as bobbleheads or something like that. You'd see like a Harley Quinn bobblehead, which was kind of cool. Uh, and then eventually they just kind of just stopped doing bobbleheads, and they did these like Funko Pops. And like, no offense to Funko Pops, but like I liked the movie detail of things. I liked the bobblehead and like, man, it looks like the bobblehead. I even had like the or tried to get all the uh like every single Marvel bobblehead that came out. I tried to get every one of them because I loved bobbleheads are so much fun. Just to like eventually you can get a pretty good breeze in your room. Like if you get like a fan blowing pretty hard because even in like right now today like I'm actually feeling cold for once in the winters of the winters because they be coming because Jon Snow was looking at me funny. He saw his shadow, and now I have to be concerned about. I've seen the winter's coming. Yeah, I get it, Jon Snow. Your entire family has to tell me it's coming. What it is? Probably winter. Hence why your name is Snow, mother. Is winter coming or is Jon Snow coming? That honestly should not. I want to rename Jack Frost Jon Snow right now, or Jack Snow. That's what should have been Jon Snow's name. It should have been Jack Snow, not Jon Snow. I'm gonna go and rewrite every single Game of Thrones book and call him Jack Snow. Like, oh yeah, really? Well, they really got the movie wrong. They really got the show got it wrong. The name actually of the character was Jack Snow the entire time. I know I've made fudges and I've pronounced ill pronounced shows and stuff like that and names and movies and everything. Everything I've ever done ill pronounced, even everything that I'm telling you right now ill pronounced, allegedly. Oh, what am I gonna do? I think I'm looking at these reddish guys, just like, yeah, that reddish guy though seems like a good time. Seems like a party. Come on, you guys gotta kill. Whoa, you gotta kill some of these. Gotta take them out. Gotta take them down. Oh, don't tell me we're actually gonna do really well right now. I swear, please. Just no. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. Oh, really? Krang the Conqueror. It's supposed to be Kang the Conqueror, but that's Marvel. Krang the Conqueror with his crash test dummy legs. But man, is that guy limble. Limble? Libble, but a make Finchy or whatever he says in the Ghostbusters movie. You guys ever remember the movie City Slickers? Some fun stuff in that movie. Just good quality fun. You had one of the guys take a bowl of the butt or whatever. Got freaking he had to do some surgery. That sucks. That's what happens. Isn't it? I think one of the movies. It's like I think it's probably the sequel one where one of the kids or one of the men, adult guys, ultimately is taking a wicked pull of whiz and a wicked pull of whiz, and so he pulls up, drops trow, and really all of a sudden there's a rattler that's like right next to him. And he's like, oh my god, I think I got bit by this rattler. It's like, you guys are gonna have to suck out the poison. And so ultimately, like, the friends are looking at him, they're like, no. Like, the very first one, the very first Slitty? God, my verbiage is horrible today. City Slickers. City Slickers. We have it to where they're talking about programming a VCR and how they're like seemingly never going to get the words, never gonna get like how he will ever like how the one guy from Home Alone will ever get anything right. It's like the one third party guy ultimately is like, he'll never get it. He'll never get it right. He'll never get it. Man, how did everything go so wrong from before? Dude, you switch out one person and just everything goes horribly unproductive. So let's take out Leonardo. Let's retry this team. Because ultimately, I guess we were doing swimmingly. I guess you know, every once in a while, you just see a monkey and it's flinging poop, and you're like, "Man, did I go to the wrong zoo today?" You were expecting me to probably say a non-conventional place to have a monkey in it. No. You go to a zoo. Well, if you can. I don't know if you can now, but you go to a zoo to see a monkey. Where else would you go? Unless you have some weird friends that you know that just see monkeys all the time. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging your life. You could have a friend that ultimately has a monkey around them all the time. Or maybe they bought the movie Dunstan Checks In. Again, I'm not judging the way you and your friends live your life. God dang you glitches. You stupid glitches. That ultimately now I cannot do anything because I think everything is victory, but it's not because Concussed Man back in the sheets down there, back all up in right cheer. He's like, and Michelangelo, Raphael is a little bit too raff right now, and now we have to start this whole god dang thing over because of a glitch. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. It's gonna be fixed. Sure. What update will that be? How dare you? How dare you? Just throw everything back at a person. I'm confused. No, I'm confused. I'm the only one being confused around here. You are the most competent person I've ever seen in my life. I have never been so confused in my life. If I could find a person that was lesser confused than then I would be living I would be holding a throne somewhere. Not ones of games or whichever. No. More than likely I probably wouldn't have an entire like wasn't that a little dumb choice to have like an entire throne made out of swords? Obviously my throne would have been made out of pillows. Hundreds upon hundreds of pillows. I would have had the most comfortable throne you've ever seen in your life. Bar none, it would have been a great experience. The most comfortable seat that you've ever sat in your life that you probably wouldn't be able to sit in because it's a throne made out of pillows. I don't quite know how exactly that's going to work, but simple theme songs that like people can't get out of their heads to this day. People are doing the and yeah, people probably have it as their ringtone still to this day. So what that show did to them, hopefully in a good way did to them. Maybe some people hated that show. Maybe some people hated the thought of that show existing because like yeah, it's just another dragon show, and I play D&D all the time, and now every time I play D&D, like people are thinking I'm playing Game of Thrones, and I'm not. I'm not. It's okay if you play Dungeons and Dragons. It's all cool as long as you eventually make a character that actually uh wins some games. You know, you get a character that dies a lot in D&D. I've never played D&D. Never. I don't even know what D and like. I know there's something with dice. Well, I've seen Power Rangers Hyperforce, and I guess that's D&D adjacent because that's Power Rangers, but it has like Dungeons and Dragons like rules. There is no rules. Well, good. I thought I was just gonna go in there and sock everybody in the face. Just go in there and just be like, yeah, there's no sparks happening today. Except for the sparks me and you both share. Uh, come on. Do not glitch out. I swear to Gumby, a character that I do remember exists. I swear we gotta win. We gotta win this. Freedom! Yeah, freedom. Braveheart. Please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Rocksteady, who have so much freaking health. Go away, sir. Go away from my life. I am so confused why you are still alive, sir. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, but yeah. So, Game Grumps. Best series is Mario Maker. Still, any series that had like just go in and watch any YouTuber, but then go in and see if they did Mario Maker, even if it's like the earlier one or whatever. Probably the best series out of a lot of them. Well, like I remember like Jacksepticeye like was trying to do some levels, and like man, hey everybody's not gonna have the easiest time. Like sometimes people aren't even gonna get like the like the really easy ones, and that's okay because like really it's just all about like hand-eye coordination, and plus two it's like you gotta just get used to like the jumps and stuff. I think the things that would mostly get me would just be that I would jump and then the character would just like do a little walk for a little bit. I'm like, what the is this? Like, dude, I died because the guy was like didn't want to stop like walking. This is garbage. I would get frustrated about like jumping, like stupid stuff like that, where it's like, dang it, I jumped too high, or I didn't jump high enough, or I misjudged the jump, right? To like run and then jump off. God, Mario, that was such an annoying game at some points. Because reasonably, you would think you'd be really good with the controller. You think that you're like, oh, okay, well, I know how to jump, at least, right? I could jump through a game, right? You'd think jumping would be the easiest thing to do. But boy, by golly, would you be goddamn wrong within that game. You're like, okay, game, you have schooled me, but I don't know how to jump. Bravo to you for making me look like crap when I'm jumping through your goddamn game. I'm getting hot. I'm getting heated because of Mario. And he never really said anything in the early games. But later on, it's like, Oh, well, give him a dialogue. Oh, yeah, give him a laugh. Give him some dialogue. Give him a good time. Tell him I'm a secret admirer. Put that in a portion of a game. Makes no sense. Raph, can you live to win right now? Please? Could you just do one of these right now? Could you put your hand in the air for no reason? It's like died. Hmm. Alright, so let's do this 3 more times. Yeah. I was like, should I do it 3 more times? So we're gonna try maybe some random assortments to see if anything works. More than likely, we'll have to go back to the same old schoolyard dance when we go into these patterns trying to figure things out. So normally I would go with Mikey and Genghis off to the side. It's pretty normal, usual approach. What else? Where are we gonna go with one here? Leonardo, I guess. I'm gonna regret it, but he's gonna die first. But at least we'll let him cranberries linger. Alright, so let's see what happens with this one. There wasn't like a drastic change there. The quasi looking at it change that we didn't need or deserve. But it happened anyways. Come on. Kill the footman. Kill the guy with the purples. Dude, is that purple guy not dead yet? Thank God you killed him. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, look at me now, Steve. Okay, well, there's 2 more shots there. 2 more shots. I don't drink alcohol anymore, but if I did, I would look at you and I'd be like, I don't drink alcohol anymore. Some people would drink it in heavy amounts. I don't know. I think to me, like, it's just better off just sticking with good old fashioned root beer. Hey man, I'd toss back the hard stuff. That's okay. You toss out the hard stuff like milk. It's okay. Your hard stuff is milk. Because maybe you let your milk expire. That's okay. As long as it's kind of in the reasonable ballparking of like a day or two, right? Having to assess whether your milk is spoiled or not. Bet it is. Like the SS Minnow from Gilligan's Island. Come on. We reasonably are probably going to die right now, but at least we tried. Raph, keep towing the line there. Keep killing. Is this not actually taking anyone down? Am I just going to die eventually? On a raft, left alone? Leering at a screen, not knowing when my ship is going to come in. All right, let's give this one more shot, and we'll probably call this an episode. If anything, we're not going to go into the channel rush today, because at least we finished one level. This one goes to a level. Yes, it does. Shut up, Mario. I'm still mad at you because I sucked at jumping in your game. I'm sorry. No, you're not. I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're not sorry. If you were sorry, you would give me a better controller that could freaking work well when I would be jumping, or you would just like help me out. Maybe stick on to the like little crevice or little like edge that you could have not fell to your death. You could have justifiably like tried to like eat a god, what are the feather things, and like get me out of that situation, or whatever the heck else that would nerf you to live, or immerse you to live. You know what I mean? You know what's going on. Oh, come on. Are we gonna make it out of this one? Is it gonna happen with this one? Are we gonna make it out live? Because 3D's Grace is gonna tell you, whoa. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I that I did that level. If you want to get out alive, whoa, run for your life. Love that song. It's great. 3D's Grace in the early days, really good stuff. And then like the newer product is also quasi okay. Like there's Outsider and Mountain, pretty good songs. Ultimately, it's like some people might be like, no, I like the early 3 Days Grace stuff. Who cares? It's all like it's all relative. Or some people might hate 3 Days Grace. They might go into that music and they're like, God, I don't like any of this because it's not for everybody. You have interesting songs like Break, Break. Like shouted out the word break as if I remember the song. There's like Broken Glass. All we are is broken glass. Uh, God, what was that? All we are is broken glass. Try to give us up. You weren't meant to last. It's been a while since I've actually sung on this channel. If I was ever gonna sing again, because I think everything else is just claimed as made for the younger audience. That's why I was hesitant about singing, but then again, like also it was just kind of like, yeah, I just don't feel like actually doing an actual song anymore. It's just like it's fun. The videos were fun. I liked those. It was different. It was an attempt to do something, and sometimes it was interesting to come up with an entire song that I came up with the entire lyrics of. And I think that was fun. There were some songs that actually got removed because I guess they were too dicey for YouTube of me singing a 3 minute song about something. Well, maybe the I can understand like one video where it was like, but then when looking at it, I'm like, what is different from what I do compared to like Ninja Sex Party? What is the difference if there was some stuff that I sang that I felt like Ninja Sex Party. Well, it wasn't actually well, there was one song that I did of Ninja Sex Party, but um anyways, you can check out Danny Does He Know, or Danny uh Danny God, how did that song it's been a while since I've listened to it, but I don't want to waste time. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna grind my way to get all these videos out. So without a doubt, goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everybody.